Sina hivyo. Mambo ni matatu.
Ladies and gentlemen, between Rigathi Gachagua, Kalonzo Musyoka, and Fred Matiang'i, who do you think should fly the opposition flag in 2027? I'm asking that question because the only way of defeating William Ruto in 2027 is if the opposition will unite and agree to front a single candidate in 2027. And I've actually narrowed down the options to three. That is Rigathi Gachagua, Kalonzo Musyoka, and Fred Matiang'i. Who do you think should fly the opposition flag in 2027? 20 Kazi.
I want to give my commitment and that of my team and our supporters, and there are many, they are in millions, that we are part of this team and we'll walk this journey together to liberate this country. And we shall make whatever sacrifices necessary to make sure that William Ruto is a one-term president.
Wanadhani mimi Kalonzo wa Musyoka naweza kuingia serikali aina hiyo. Afadhali kwetu Sekuru pande hii. Niwe na roho safi, because I can't. My conscience will not allow me. For the love of this nation, we will stand. Hata William Ruto anajua Kalonzo atakuwa mpinzani wake. Hiyo anajua wazi. Anajua hiyo. Kuna mengine wazi. Kuna mengine alio wazi. Mwenyewe alitamka huko Homa Bay.
Wananchi wenzangu, niwaambie kwa ukweli. Pili, sisi kama viongozi wa upinzani, vile ndugu yangu Mheshimiwa Munya amesema, sisi tuko pamoja na tunataka kushirikiana sisi wote pamoja, kwa sababu hakuna vile tutaweza kuendelea mbele katika nchi yetu bila kuwa na umoja na bila kukaa pamoja. Ama namna gani wananchi?
Because if you're to ask me, I doubt if Kalonzo Musyoka will agree to support any other candidate. Kalonzo Musyoka's options are limited, and I can say he must be on the ballot in 2027. So if the opposition will pick on him, the better for them. For Fred Matiang'i, I'm not so sure whether he will be willing to leave for another candidate. But of course, it's his first time, he might agree. Rigathi Gachagua is currently doing the donkey work and is being aided by the numbers, because politics is a game of numbers. The mountain has over 5 million votes. Can he do the donkey work and then deliver the votes to someone else? Or will he secure those 5 million votes and look for, let's say, 1 or 2 million votes for him to win? The truth of the matter is that all the three are currently plotting on how they can fly the opposition flag in 2027. Fred Matiang'i this week held some secret meeting at State House with powerful leaders, and he's going to form the basis of this analysis. First of all, let me reveal to you guys the names of the people he met. Fred Matiang'i met with Peter Munya. Peter Munya is the party leader of PNU Party. Remember, PNU Party belonged to Mwai Kibaki. He also met with Jeremiah Kioni, Jubilee Party Secretary General, the face of Uhuru Kenyatta. The truth is, Fred Matiang'i is planning to run on Jubilee Party. He also met with Lenny Kivuti. Lenny Kivuti is the party leader of Devolution Empowerment Party. Very powerful leader from Embu. Then he also met with Amos Nyaribo, the Nyamira governor, who is also the party leader of OPA. Fred Matiang'i is the founder of that party. He also met with Omigo Magara, PDP. You all know Omigo Magara. And of course, he also met with Atoti Kagere, the party leader of Kenya Social Congress. If you look at the 6 people, 3 are from the mountain, 3 are also from the Gusii region. The truth of the matter is that that meeting was intended to achieve certain political objectives. In this video, I want us to do a critical analysis to understand the objectives why he held that meeting. Before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, why do you think Matiang'i held the meeting with those 6 leaders? Number one, I think Fred Matiang'i wants to make a decision on the party he's likely to run on in 2027. And that's why 3 people or 3 parties were from Mount Kenya. And of course, we have the 3 from the Gusii region. PDP is not a new party. At least at some point, Okoth Obado was the governor for Migori on that particular party. Then there is OPA associated with Fred Matiang'i since the last election. Kenyan Social Congress has had an history with the Gusii politics. So it means the Gusii region are pushing Matiang'i to pick one of those parties as his vehicle for 2027. But remember, there's the mountain where there is a close to 5 million votes resting somewhere. And in my own thinking, Matiang'i is looking for a Mount Kenya-based political party. DCP of Gachagua is out of the equation. So I'm looking at PNU, I'm also looking at Jubilee. So maybe this meeting discussed which party do we use for the presidency? Or do we merge all these political parties and come up with a new one? Because all these parties are actually aligned to Fred Matiang'i. So for me, the meeting was about the vehicle Matiang'i will use in 2027. Number 2, I'm looking at Matiang'i as also trying to strategize on how to consolidate his support base. Matiang'i is banking his bid on the 2 regions. That is the Gusii, and he's also banking on the mountain. And of course, the other support is going to get from other parts of the country, including the agencies. But the truth is, the Gusii is currently pro-Matiang'i. Matiang'i was also hoping to automatically inherit the support of the mountain, but via Uhuru Kenyatta. But as things stand, Rigathi is still saying, no, if you want to come to the mountain, you must come through my party. In fact, what you need to do as Matiang'i, wewe enda Kisii, consolidate there, then come to the table with the Kisii votes. Matiang'i is telling him, now I have Peter Munya, I have Jeremiah Kioni or Uhuru Kenyatta, I have Leni Vitu. So he's trying to consolidate the Gusii region. That's why he met the 3 from the Gusii and the 3 from the mountain. Because if these 6 parties were to call for a press conference and declare that they are endorsing Fred Matiang'i for the presidency, that's going to be huge for him, politically speaking. Number 3, I am also looking at it as Fred Matiang'i's strategy for Mount Kenya. The truth is, there is no way Rigathi Gachagua will allow Fred Matiang'i to venture and conquer the mountain. Because Rigathi Gachagua is strong politically, as long as he still controls the mountain. Rigathi Gachagua has been blocking Matiang'i from the mountain. Most people don't know that. Let me just demonstrate to you. The previous time when Matiang'i came back into the country, he was supposed to hold a rally in Meru. What happened? Rigathi went ahead of him. The day he came back into the country, he held a successful rally in Meru. What's happening? Rigathi Gachagua is organizing a major political event in Meru. There was a time Fred Matiang'i was supposed to go to some place in Kiambu. Rigathi organized an event ahead of him. But now he's saying, we have Peter Munya, we have Leni Vitu, and we have Jeremiah Kioni. Peter Munya, you can go organize a meeting in Meru, then I'll come. That's exactly what happened. Jeremiah Kioni as Jubilee, you guys can organize a meeting. I can join. Len Kivito in Embu, what do we do? Please endorse me. So I'm looking at it as his strategy of venturing into Mount Kenya politics. Ladies and gentlemen, before we proceed again, allow me to introduce you guys to Fadhili Africa Limited, the best soil testing experts in Kenya today. You cannot keep on planting on guesswork and expect miracle. Your soil hold the key to your success as a farmer. Fadhili Africa Limited gives instant on-site soil testing results, informing you of exactly what fertilizer your crops need in order to boost your yield. Serious farmers are already seeing results after consulting Fadhili Africa Limited. You can contact them via the numbers you are seeing on your screen. Ladies and gentlemen, number 4, I'm also looking at Fred Matiangi trying to gain competitive advantage over the other opposition leaders. Let us look at it from this perspective. Rigathi is controlling the mountain. Matiangi is controlling the Gusii. Who else? Kalonzo is controlling Ukambani. Then they sit on a table. Then Rigathi, being the share of shareholders, will ask them, what are you bringing on the table? Matiangi will carry his hands. For me, I have Gusii consolidated. In Meru, I have Peter Munya who will help me consolidate. In the entire or Mount Kenya West now, I have Uhuru Kenyatta. In the other side of Embu, I have Kivut. Then for Kisii, just leave it for me. Then I'm going to go to Raila Odinga strongholds. So he wants to gain competitive advantage over the rest. And for me, that's going to work in his favor, because if the 6th party were to hold a press conference tomorrow and say that they've thrown their weight behind Fred Matiangi, tell me if that will not be a major political statement. That's exactly the strategy. And lastly, I also tend to think that he's trying to raise his stakes during negotiations. The truth is, 2027 presidential elections in the Republic of Kenya is going to be very, very difficult. And no single party can actually win first round unless there are only 2. But if Rigathi will be running, for example, or Kalonzo and Matiang'i will be running, and Ruto, the chance of either of them getting 50% plus 1 vote is going to be very difficult. So he's raising his stakes that, for me, I have these other guys supporting my bid. I don't know what you think. Do you think Fred Matiangi should fly the opposition flag in 2027? Let me read your answers in the comment below. Until next time, this is Makwiny. Bye-bye.